You're bow.
Sam, check your microphone.
What going on?
Gaza. What's going on?
She's so annoying. Did you hear me? Okay.
Wow.
You got your Proper Tings cards placed where you want them?
Yo,
On your head top.
See, now you fucking up the bang. See, you got it. There you go.
The bang.
Whip that shit back in.
The bang.
Relax, Munifa.
It's been too long since you've been gone. Feels good when I'm with you.
Hey.
I miss
Sing that
you.
shit, girl.
Come back home.
Talk to me.
I need your style.
What?
Ain't
Yeah.
seen you in a while.
Uh-huh.
Feels good when I'm with you. I miss you. Come home, nigga.
Let's go. You know what I mean? You heard of loud and clear.
Word.
Come home. Come home, nigga.
We're
Bow.
And welcome home, everybody. You know what it is. It's Proper
was that
Tings.
recorded?
Yeah, we are recording.
Oh yeah, we here.
We
Yeah,
here.
we here. Energy is
Let's get
here.
into this. Follow
Energy
me,
is
y'all.
here.
Walk with
Energy
your
is
boy.
here.
I mean, if you're watching this and you want me, come home.
All right. So,
Antigua's national bird, everybody.
so with that
Siobhan.
being said, everyone, welcome back to Proper Tings. This is your host, sis with the hostess, here, Siobhan, aka Pixie Patra, Monifa if you nasty.
Yeah,
You
period.
feel me? I'm Cheech. It's my man Kyrie, Colo. You know the vibe.
You know the vibe.
And we got D. Will Daniqua over here, looking real good over here. We good out here, y'all.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's oh wait, apologies. And the voice of God
Oh yeah.
herself,
Guyana.
Sam Wagwan.
Big
Georgetown.
Sam.
Big
What going
Sam,
on?
not the little
What going
Sam.
on? What going on?
Big Sam, not the little one, everybody. But yeah, we back. You know what I mean? Proper Tings, Volume 3, Part 3.
That's it,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Junior the third, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
Junior
Enough picking
the
them out.
third.
You know what I
Picking
mean?
them out, dog.
Trey.
You know
Trey,
what?
if you will.
I love that each volume episode we keep getting other children. I can't wait till we like
Yeah.
at
We
June
fathering
Junior the
everybody.
111th.
Cause we
Yeah.
fathering everybody's vibe, style, and
No
all
jacket
that.
picnic
Okay.
either.
Jacket
I
picnic.
see-
too.
None of
yeah.
that.
Okay.
See,
I see the
as we,
vision.
yeah, we talking about kids today. We talking about niggas coming home. You know what I mean? We talking about everything today. You know why? Because it's the
Yeah.
month of love.
Oh,
It is.
it's
the
month of love.
Yeah, I like that.
So when y'all watching
Love
this,
and toxicity.
Okay.
'Cause, you know what I mean?
No.
Hold
No
on.
toxicity. We
Love
are,
and
Straight love.
toxicity.
We want love.
You want a little bit?
Yo, after Valentine's Day, it's pure toxicity.
We not wishing that on us. We not wishing that on us.
Especially since February is actually my birthday month, so there's
Period.
no toxicity. Okay, you know we have 28 days of greatness.
Yeah, you know what?
It's Black,
Black
History,
History
Month.
Month.
Okay,
You know what I mean? They ain't not taking that away from you. You can roll back all the
fact.
DEIs
Yeah.
you want, nigga. We still
happening.
Black
Ain't
History
nothing-
Month.
ain't nothing
I make
toxic.
Black History every day.
That's a fact.
So when this drop, we are recording before Valentine's Day, but when this drops, it will be after Valentine's Day and after your birthday.
yes.
So let's just say a happy birthday toast now.
Can you guys sing on the mic?
Absolutely.
No, I can't. I
Oh
can only
Like
wow!
happy birthday, though.
Excuse me. Actually,
Happy birthday, I'm a friend.
Hey, yeah, that
One
one
year,
yeah,
Happy birthday, I'm a friend.
Yeah.
1 year, one more year upon them.
I died.
I love
Yeah.
that.
See, I didn't look.
That's a
I
good
don't.
one.
I did that for you.
thank
like
you,
that.
thank you, because you know you the only one who
Cheers,
obliged.
So cheers to life for D. Will, Juicyana, and
Big up to you, Will.
eyes.
Oh, they look me in my eyeballs.
Sam, you
not
too.
that.
You too.
I didn't know if you drink anything, sister. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
You know, we're very excited. Tell us what's in this mix, Juicyana.
So we got, we're with the tropical vibes because it's still very much cold. So I want us to feel as warm as possible. So we got
nice.
guava, lime, and cucumber mix up
Yeah.
in this. So we're focusing on vitamin C, the hydration.
I can taste the
lime is-
the complexities.
Oh, thank you. You know, the lime is antiviral, antibacterial.
It's in there. It's in there.
COMPLEXITIES. Thank you.
That is not how you spell it.
You gotta fake it till you make a bitch.
I just tried to convince it.
I appreciate the compliment.
Because
I'm not gonna call this shit out.
I'm not gonna lie though. The
Spelling bee champ over
the
here.
confidence she ended it, but as a spelling bee champ, who has a trophy in the house to prove it, first place. I was in the Daily News. I would just like to say,
Well, shout out to my wife.
This, yeah.
Wow.
but neither here nor there. You spelled it almost correctly, but we'll give you that. Shout out to complexities.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah,
How you spell complexity?
Down. 10
Spell it.
toes. I said what I said.
this is not a spelling bee competition.
You're right.
All right, you're right.
That's why you didn't need to correct me.
Facts.
I mean, this is a Proper Tings podcast, and I will say
We
this.
didn't spell
said
things
Papa.
right. We did not even spell things right.
I will say
so
this.
let me
Zeta
spell
was spelling-
complexities wrong.
When
That's all I'm saying.
what I was gonna say is spelling things. I will just say this: being Caribbean, they didn't take
Sam, we can
schoolwork
hear you.
unseriously. So that's the only reason I corrected you. It's trauma. It's my mom was like, "This is not correctly."
It's
This
all
is not
right. You don't
correct.
have to pass your trauma to me, though.
I want to
We
share
are
it.
break.
Let's
No,
love on
we break
each other.
generational curses.
Will you share my trauma with me?
Let's love on each other.
Yeah, you gotta share the trauma with the person you marry.
Will you share?
Yo, Kyrie.
Goddamn.
Yo, Kyrie. Think of yourself, King.
No, see,
Think of yourself.
Wow.
but I will
You know what I
say,
mean?
I will say,
Don't be the burning house. Don't be the burning shed.
You what I
Nah.
okay.
I was
so
gonna say no.
in
What I was gonna
terms
say,
of-
the trauma though is how West Indians showed love.
I
It's
was
a
about to say, that's
terrible-
how we-
It's a terrible way.
Absolutely.
But they wanted to make sure that
how we
we
bonded.
didn't have to deal with the things that they dealt
did,
with.
yeah.
So the
Yeah, I
spelling
agree.
bee homework trauma was making sure that they try to show us the love so we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
It wasn't right, but it's okay.
So how did you deal with yours? Like, how did you
Crying.
How did Sharon?
No.
Yo,
So
how did Sharon show love? Because
Sha-
Sharon.
So I will
right.
say, I am the emotional one in my family. I'm the extremely emotional one in my family. I'm like,
No,
I don't think
you
I'm the
don't
blood.
Don't say.
First of all,
You feel judged?
You see me quiet, right? I'm here saying
Thank you.
Right here, like,
because I was gonna curse, but I'm trying to be better in case they do watch.
But
But I'm a Capricorn sun with a Cancer moon, so I'm a little emotional.
bow,
on
shout
that
out to the
side.
cancers. You already know what time it is, man.
But my family is very stoic, and like my grandfather, I think we talked about it before. I don't remember if we talked about this podcast before, but my dad passed really young, so my grandfather retired to like take care of me, and my grandfather was the smartest man I know. So he used to like make sure I had to study everything and all that. But I'm like very much like an affectionate person, and I grew out of it because of the way my family was. And now that I'm older, I'm realizing that that intimacy and affection is a needed thing for me. So I've started to instill it back in my family. So like when we get off the phone, I'm like, I love you. And then if mommy like will hang up really quick, I'll call, redial. I said, I love you, Sharon. And so now my family's at the part where they're like, okay, love you, she, before we get off the phone or things like that. Or I come in and like,
Sharon, you don't say I love you when you see me. We gotta correct this.
so, or like I'll do things that are like small affections so they're not overwhelmed. Like I'll hug them, but if I come in, I want to like, I'll give them a kiss on the cheek, or like my grandmother, she's not used to it, so like I'll give her like raspberry kisses on her cheek to annoy her, or I'll touch
You
their,
don't give me raspberry. Yo, I feel the waves.
or I touch their nose. I go,
Siobhan made it very clear we're not sharing traumas. Okay, so
Yeah,
with that,
no.
you have to take what you can get. I
Yeah.
think with my family, I will
that's
say
where
this.
West Indians, period. You
That's
take what you can get.
you-
That's
it's-
the
get-
overall umbrella. Take what
Period.
you can get.
I think with my family, we're not an affectionate family at all. It's actually it's not common for us to hug when we embrace. I hug my friends because I do. To your point, I feel like I crave that. I'm a Pisces. Okay, we are very emotional. We are very emotional beings
That's
for
my
sure.
Venus,
Which is
by the
very emotional being. So I like to I like that for the most part, but I feel like to your point, I shunned that part away from me until I got coupled. And Kyrie's a very affectionate person, and it kind of like it's yin and yang. Like I'm fighting it, I want it, but I'm like fighting against it
because it's unnatural.
It's very
Feels
unnatural.
It
like-
was unlearned.
Even like I lived with my grandmother for a little bit, and she she wants you to tap her like this, but the thing is this, she's very strange. She let any of us touch her, but she if Kyrie came around, she would let Kyrie hug us.
come
But
in.
she likes
Give me a hug.
men. She likes
So she give me to dog. Give me her hug.
she likes the hug from
bright.
men, but like she would, if we touched her too much as her grandchildren, she'd be like, don't paw me, and I'm like, sis, like you had 7 children. How did we make this a thing? But it's something that I definitely unlearned. My mom definitely, you could see it make her uncomfortable when you try to hug her or embrace her. You could tell like she's almost repulsed by it. It's just like, okay, I've had enough.
Yeah.
But it's something that I learned. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was trying to act like it's not something that I cared about as much, but I definitely do crave, like, I think you guys see it too within our friendship. Like there's levels of like intimacy in our friendship that I do care. So I would like cozy up to y'all or like embrace you guys with a hug or like that type of stuff. But showing love
As long
is
as you feed them equal, you're good.
yeah, I love being fed too.
I feel like that makes sense because I'm much more affectionate with y'all as like my friends in general than I am with my family. But I think it's also because with y'all, I can come up and I'll be like, all right, hug me. Like even walking in here, Cheech was like, raise up your hand and hug me. And I was like, okay. I don't know. Like I automatically, but like with my family, I'm like initiating it. And sometimes you could tell they are a little, they're not repulsed, but they're awkward. And so it just doesn't feel like as comforting because it's like, all right, come in, give me a hug. And so it's definitely different. And I'm really proud of us as people, like us in our generation, that we're trying to break those things and like make it feel comfortable for you to have different levels of intimacy and not just with like, you know, your friends or your partners, like having that with your family, even though it wasn't something that you're used to.
What about you guys?
Especially as men.
My shit is traumatic.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Mine's was, and even just hearing y'all talk about it, just like, you know, reliving those moments. And shout out to my parents too, because, you know, they were trying to figure out things too. I don't think there's no handbook on how to raise a child, especially being from a Caribbean home when, you know, almost everything is, you feel like everything is against you. You come in here as an immigrant and you have to work twice as hard. But for me, my mom was more of the affection. I'm not gonna lie. That's a fire ass flex right there.
Thanks,
That's a fire.
I forgot because
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I see it. I
felt the way, but
we back now. We back.
Don't worry about it.
That's a fire flex.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, hold on. I came prepared with my feel like something's wrong.
It's okay. We
are
are back and we are aligned and we are
Yes.
Just to let y'all know, I always get a shake, but I don't play that. I always gotta hit.
You gotta make sure. Shout out to
Sorry,
Shout out to Lots Barber Shopping in the floor, so you already know what time it is. Glenn, where I going?
Okay.
They didn't pay us.
Look at you guys showing affection. So back to the affection.
No, it's fine. Hold on. It's fine that they didn't pay us because we want to support small businesses.
All right,
Oh,
shout
it's
out
a
to
fact.
Lots.
Yeah. Wait. Shout out to y'all. Let me catch that. Yo, here we go. I'm free. Now, for
I'm
me,
here to help, guys.
for me, definitely, I think that my mom was more of the affectionate person. My father, and once again, like, he's also trying to figure things out, right? But not as much. I think his affection, or what he thought affection was more of being a provider. So, and which is dope, because most of our
West
Caribbean,
Indian men,
West Indian
yeah.
men, they want to be a provider. So I didn't get a lot of love views from him. Like, maybe I could count on my hand, I'm gonna be honest. But when I did get them, it felt good. I ain't gonna hold you, you know, on that part. But
I love that.
going back to what you were saying,
sweet.
it's breaking generational curses. So I know forever, when I'm around my brothers or around my friends, I am very affectionate. I like people to know that, yo, I fuck with y'all, you know what I mean? And I'm a big cheerleader too of people. I want to see y'all go as far as y'all can, because we only in this world temporary. So for me, for sure, I know that affection and the trauma. I don't even want to jump in this, because even what you were saying, bro, like, just even thinking about it now, like, and once again, shout out to my parents, because Caribbean parents don't have it easy.
They had to do what they had to do.
They had to do what they had to do. But just reflecting on it now, you know,
they probably didn't even know it was a curse. It just felt like
you know, facts. They
like it just felt it was what they knew. So it didn't feel like it was a negative thing because it had been working for generations.
Yes.
So we came to America, we saw a different light, and then we like, wow, y'all. Is this soft love? Wow. Who knew?
I think within you, though, you know what feels right, what feels like unnatural to you for the most part. So I think the difference is, like, I love the fact that we have parents who are seeing us experience the love that they know that they deserve but weren't able to feel because it wasn't like something that was broadcasted or showcased. Like, whenever you guys come around, my mom is like, when y'all leave, obviously, my mom will be like, oh, you and your friends hug? Oh, you and your friends? I'm like, girl, yes, this is how we greet each other. Like,
100%.
but she didn't see it. But I think what we're also doing is teaching our parents too, right?
100%.
So that's what I'm realizing. Like, even though it's like a generational thing, it's like we're not afraid to be not affectionate. Like, I also love seeing men show affection to each other, because I think that's not something that we typically see.
Yeah, it's a
a lot.
lot newer now. I feel like more people are breaking out and being like, I love you, bro, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And
Before, back in the day, it was Bati
yeah,
fish stick.
They're trying to bun everything.
We support
these YNs, that's my heart.
We support the LGBTQIA community, but typically in West Indian culture,
Yes, facts,
any
yeah,
type
that's
of
what you're
affection
saying.
between men
Yes.
was considered.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. You keeping this tone.
Taboo.
Yeah,
Taboo for sure.
facts.
Yeah.
Taboo.
Yeah, taboo.
We got you.
It's okay.
I don't know what's
But
but it's true. Like but I will say, even regular friendships. Like my mom is retired now, and she's like,
Call me Sharon.
"This is really gonna be a
Sharon,
segment on
yo,
this
yo,
thing,"
yo.
because I'm like, Sharon is the 6th podcast member.
I was gonna say Sharon here in spirit.
Yeah. My mom is retired now, and she had me when she was 24, and my brothers later on. Like, we're 14 and 16 years apart, so she had my brothers at 38 and 40. So now that we're all adults, she's like, has more time. And I'm like, girl, go with your friends. She was like, what you want me to do? Just go over their house and sit down with them?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I said, the way me catch up my foot on Bridget and Cheech, coach.
Listen.
Yeah, chill.
I'm crawling up in here. First of all, I have pajamas at some of my friends' house because I'm not leaving. So,
Now when I'm cooking,
yeah, I'm
Niggas
staying.
pause.
I want to
Niggas
get
eating.
comfortable, but I'm like, I will go. I do go home, but because y'all know I love to go mind my bed. But I'm staying at my friend's house. That's where you have intimate conversations. This is where you, like, if things are going on, like sometimes I don't want to tell you what's going on with my family or share intimate stuff or things I'm going through over because now I'm crying over the mimosa. Like, I just
Don't spoil the
I want to
thing, no.
cry over your couch cushion.
Honestly, bring back the links at the crib. Like, you know, I think that like
Yeah.
I do.
Word.
What I do recall though is seeing like growing up, seeing a bunch of people at the house congregating. We brunched it out now. I feel like we need to bring it back to the.
Bring it back.
You know what's missing?
brunch at the house.
We need the plastic on the couches back.
my
I feel like if
grandmother
we
had
Correct.
Yeah,
Well,
but
first
first of all,
time you lay on that shit,
left the
get
Messiah.
y'all skin come off.
I don't know what y'all talking about. We need to bring it back because it has not left.
Oh, no,
Lord
word,
V.
word,
Messiah's
word, I
couch.
feel you.
It's to the point where, you know, the piece of them start to get jagged at the end, scratch up the back of your leg.
and they not taking it off either.
Another thing that I also realized wasn't something that I saw was like deep romantic love in my family. Like my grandfather and my grandmother were married, and like my grandfather was the epitome of a stoic heart. Like he would hide his laugh if we made a joke because he didn't want like people to see him laugh and he was trying to be serious. He'd be like, "She that don't make sense," and then would like hide his face and like laugh. And I'm like, "You won't laugh, girl, but it's okay."
That's my family. All
But
day.
Yeah.
Like, we're very like my family very like hard.
Yeah.
Like y'all can hear it probably in me.
I
Like
feel
even
you.
when
I
I
know.
talk to y'all and I say something to y'all like that I mean that ass.
Yeah,
like,
that's
my
why I stop
passion
you.
be like like
You're gonna
like,
talk to me nice.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Period.
Yeah, 100%.
We're gonna, but the thing is, I think you don't know, you can't help it because that's where you were growing up. And I think, like Daniqua said, like, you know, some things feel unnatural, and to you it may not. I don't necessarily agree that certain things feel unnatural because if you don't know better, you can't help it. But that's why I also say it to you, like, no, you can say something nice to me, and I give you an example.
Yeah, 100%.
And even, go ahead.
No, seriously, no. Having a girl child, like, it helped a lot. Because my daughter, y'all know her, she delicate. Like,
Period.
and
As she should
Pisces,
be.
And she a Pisces. She's
Big up.
very delicate, like fragile, delicate. You know what I'm saying?
And then also the way you treat her is how she's gonna learn.
Yeah,
When
100%.
when she's like dating someone. Like for me,
Facts.
I will say, I joke around, but it's now in my later 30s that I've become more intimate and affectionate.
40.
Well, I said in my later 30s because that's when I started to learn.
I'm just letting you know.
Thank you.
Just make sure you know. SIO 4.0. Remember that.
Just call me 40.
But I remember one of my best friends got married, and it was a very small, intimate wedding. Both of them are Jamaican, and like.
Hello.
So both of them are
Jamaican.
Thank you.
Here the Jamaicans
Both
go
of them are
again.
Jamaican, and you know it wasn't like a big reception or things like that. We were playing music on like the aux cord. It was a very small, beautiful wedding.
That's love.
And I saw both parents just like slow dancing with each other and like singing to each other. And I remember like watching it, and I was like, I started to tear up because I was like, I've never seen West Indian parents do this. Like my dad passed when my mom remarried. I can't tell you the last time I remember seeing my mom and my stepdad dance other than their wedding. Like, so but you could tell that they like did this at home together. And I'm like, the way that my friend and his wife interact with each other, I used to laugh. I'm like, y'all are so just like, get a room. But I'm like, this is a product of you seeing intimacy throughout your whole life. And I was like,
the unfortunate thing is that I don't think that majority of us have that experience. I think the experience that we have is like, there are a lot of married people in my family. Are they happily married? Was there no level of infidelity? I don't think so, for the most part, right? But what we did see them do was stick it through. And I think for a lot of us, that was the level of
that's how you showed your love.
Strength that it is. It's like, okay, cool, this is happening within my marriage, but I stayed. And that is like how I'm showing my solidarity. That's how I'm showing my love. But what ends up happening is that we have like a bunch of people, I'm going to speak for my family, where it's a lot of confusion, right? Where it's like, you saw what you thought love looked like, but it didn't feel right to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew the truth, which it's actually funny. Really briefly, I think when Kyrie and I first started dating, the idea of marriage was something that I thought that I wanted, because I was like, okay, this is just a step. You're dating, marriage is here. And then the more that we got together, it was just like, I'm with whatever you're with. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have any positive. I can speak for myself. I want you to speak for yourself also, if you want to.
No, that's a fact.
Unless you want me to speak for you.
No, that's a fact. I feel the same.
But I didn't see any positive examples of marriage. There was no marriage that I viewed that I was like, okay, boom, that's the prototype. And I think what we more so took was, that's what we don't want, that's what we don't want, that's what we don't want.
Correct.
And then we're going to create our own thing, because
Make a generation of curses.
That's exactly how, you know what I'm saying, I took on, like, I guess, learning how to be affectionate and everything. It just was like the absence of it and growing up was the perfect prototype on how not to do that shit to my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
so
I felt
like
that.
Everybody knows it's like a nickname. It's like a moniker. Like, I'm Marcia's son. You know what I'm saying? Marcia's son. It's like
Big
I never had like a
Big
name.
Marcia the Capricorn.
Yeah.
Period.
You know what I mean? General. I was never really like Cheech or Jason. It was like Marcia's son. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? Especially in the neighborhood. So it was like, but Marcia's son just roamed and moved around because Marcia's never home. So there ain't no love if there's no home. I mean, nobody home. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm with my dad, like, he's busy catching up on sleep and doing whatever because he's really like a working Jamaican, like multiple jobs, OD, right? So like, I'm at my dad's crib on the weekend and it's like, yo, this is whack. This is boring. And then what I do, I get shipped over to my aunt's crib because it's popping over there. It's fun. And then that right there is my prototype. You know what I mean? My aunt and my uncle. My aunt and uncle, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the big house and it's in Elmont and they having fun and I'm with the boys and, you know what I mean? I'm watching what I think is the West Indian version of like the Cosbys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how I learned to see it. And you know what I mean? That's when you see your uncle flirt with your aunt and they playing back and forth and you like, okay, all right. And then you get the romance side of things where it's like, yo, they leaving us at the crib and they dressed to the nines and they going out. And it's like, oh, this is date night. Oh, that was in my head. I was rolling back. It's like, oh, that's date night. I get it now. You understand what I'm saying? And then, you know, the great moments of, you know, they coming in drunk and it's like, oh, look at them. But we're kids. We're not paying it no mind. We're even sleeping sometimes.
We are paying it mind. We just don't realize
we don't realize it, but we're not realizing until we get to our worlds and our spaces and we're doing these things and it's like, oh snap, I'm doing exactly what Uncle Bunny was doing and Auntie Marcy was doing and Uncle Howard was doing and Auntie, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's just what I saw. You know what I mean?
So how does that translate in terms of like courtship in your relationships? Like,
so from like I was saying, we're not gonna get raunchy, but I will say for me, I was not an intimate person. Like to me, the only time I would show my intimacy was when I was having sex. But now I'm better. Shout out to therapy. Shout out to having friends that have pushed me to be vulnerable and, you know, not force loved on me, but force loves on me. Like, be like, no, Like,
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, Shia.
Literally, what
You're
you
not
call
going
it?
nowhere.
I will say, for
We
my
locked
birthday,
in. Ain't no switching up.
me and Sam were crying on my birthday because
I cry everywhere.
First of all, we are not going. We literally just said,
fight me.
We literally just said we're not gonna.
We can't have queens against queens now.
We're not gonna talk bad about affection. We just said
we're
that.
Not, but that don't count because it's
yes,
like,
it does. Let
she's
me tell my
tapped in.
story.
Yeah.
She's tapped in with her emotions.
So
it's a good one. It's a good one.
I will say I have not been like I haven't woken up on my birthday with other people around since my ex-fiance. So that was 2011. So this is the first time I've actually been with people when I woke up on my birthday. And I didn't realize until I was getting my massage, but I was like walking away. Sam woke up. She climbed on me like a little spider monkey and she hugged me and she kissed my forehead and she was like, "Happy birthday, sister. I'm so lucky that you're alive." And I was like, Sam. And then I was walking, I was like, that's the first time like I've woken up to love or like some kind of affection in damn near 14 years. And I was like, that's wild. So I'm very thankful for my friends because I know it has been a struggle for me to get there. And even with my partners, I feel like I attracted a lot of partners that were also struggling with intimacy and affection because I didn't show it. So there was no like standard for them to have to do it. We don't do that over here anymore. Come up and hug upon me, love upon me, cuddle on me in moderation. We're still working on that because, you know, y'all be hot at night and I just like to sleep. But we are working on those things. And, you know, as Valentine's Day approaches, I'm just like, I had tweeted a really long time ago and it went viral. You have to know, you have to be on the same type of romance level as your partner. Yep. If y'all have two different looks of what part of romance is or do not agree on what romance is, I don't think that it's going to work for me personally. Because the thing is, if you are going to do what you think that I want, I'm not going to feel loved up on. I'm not going to feel enjoyed. I'm not going to feel seen. And for me, those thoughtful, intentional, and very intricate, intimate things are what makes Valentine's Day for me. I don't need the big like show off all this stuff. I want you to pay attention to me and feel like you see me. If you give me I'm not saying that you should, but if you give me a bouquet of red roses from like Trader Joe, you versus like infinity roses or those not forever flower roses, but like some other forever flower, but it's like twice the size. It's less intentional because everybody knows my favorite flower is a red rose. So like, I think those things are very important to me.
I think it's about.
Is it important to still know your love language?
I think it.
Period.
I think you learn it, but I think I agree with what you're saying. I do think that like I think with partners and approaching things like giving your partner a chance to catch up with what your love language is or what you appreciate because
all of them.
We all don't. Okay. We all don't know what we don't know, to your point, right? 100%. So it's like if you're seeing one thing and it's just like, because I'm not gonna lie, like I think it's a work in progress, and I think communication is very important when it comes to love, and I think that's one thing I didn't see growing up, which was avid communication, and that's what was faltering. Like I spoke earlier about my grandmother having 7 children, and you know there's that running joke with the grandparents wearing the 90s.
Get you a frock.
That's how it went down.
We almost were taught that sex equals love. So I feel like the older we got, and us even coming over to America, that's kind of like I think where the correlation kind of shifted, where it's like, okay, cool, sex is a part of love, right? But there's deeper.
Depends on the day.
But there's deeper intricacies that is included within it, if that makes sense. So
yeah. So you know, as Valentine's Day comes up, I want everybody to try to go past your traumas, to listen to the person.
I'm not gonna hold you. I hear you. Go past your traumas. Listen to the person. Pay attention to your partners. All the things. You're talking to a bunch of West Indians out here, all right?
That's why I said try to.
Try. You right.
The thing is, I've always said, if you are willing, we can try to make it work. But I am not. I can't put energy into someone who's not willing. You know, somebody is trying. You can see when somebody's trying. But if they look like they just aren't even focused on trying, then that's somebody that I personally cannot move forward with because
that's fair.
Especially since I am a vocal person. Like my main love language is words of affirmation. My second one is quality time and acts of services. But again, all of them. Okay. So you have to know what your partner is. Like I show love by gift giving, but not everybody wants that. Right. So you know, you have to just pay attention to your partner and be intentional, and then show what they want to each other, and then be okay with that. If you're not okay with that, that's a different conversation.
I agree with me, because I feel like there was a lot of relearning I had to do too, just more like tapping into what the wants of your partner is instead of what you want. So that I feel like growing up in a Caribbean household for me is like, and I hate to say this, I'm not speaking about all Caribbeans. I don't think all Caribbean men are like this.
It's
I'm
just
just
your
going off
experience.
of what my experience is. It's more of like, you know, I'm gonna love you down, and that's how I'm gonna do. We're gonna make love. I'm gonna bring this money home, and that's
it.
And that's it.
Yeah, because they always do
And,
providing.
and
feel
like
me?
watching, and I don't know if it was for you, but
Yeah.
I know watching it for me. You know what I mean? Because my parents were never together. But like watching like my aunt, uncles, or like my grandparents, they're the best example for real. I don't even know how to skip over George and Marion. Yo, listen, they've been together 60 plus years, right? So, yo, I feel like Valentine's Day, especially at my grandparents' house, I feel like it was just one of those we not gonna be left out type of moments. Like Grandpa's just gonna come home with the traditional, you know, flowers and candy and stuff like that and call it a day. But and Grandma's gonna make and I'm not lying, I know I'm dead serious. I know she did this because it's Valentine's Day. She's going to make Grandpa a T-bone steak with potatoes and all the things he loved, and that's about it. Now, what they did on their off time, that's their business.
Right.
I don't know. No, I don't know. But no, seriously.
I feel what you're saying though.
But like,
definitely
it
feel what
really
you're saying.
wasn't a, oh my God, it's Valentine's Day. I
Yeah.
gotta go get her this. We gotta go do this. We gotta do that. It was never one of them things.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those we assimilated type of things, and that was it.
Yeah.
So
You know what I mean?
I will say, for me, I haven't had a Valentine in a very long time.
Just
what's
call
a
me
long
Sayo.
time?
Hit the DM. Just call me Sayo.
Okay.
Tennis rolls and tea
Oh,
for
wow.
everybody needing to see the God, the voice
Sam.
of God,
Period.
Sam. Tennis rolls
Because
and
we
tea.
are, me and Sam are the only two single ones on the
Single
podcast
gal,
and the
man.
podcast crew. But for me, I haven't a very long time.
Is
I don't-
dating whack?
That's a different podcast.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying.
I will say, I have not had a Valentine's date on Valentine's, a romantic one. And maybe it's probably been like 10 years. It's probably been like since I was actually talking to somebody that like I actually wanted to spend time with. I'm lying. So I hope you don't watch this podcast.
That nigga like, oh, word? Oh, word? We wasn't even in, you wasn't my man. We wasn't together, son.
So-
Word, Sayo, that's how you feel?
I lie. There was one in 2022. But for the most part, in the last few years, I have not had a Valentine.
Was it my son?
Off mic.
We gonna talk about it
What's
later.
going on in this
We
group
gonna
right now?
we gonna talk about it later.
It's not
You know what I mean? That's my boy.
Hold on.
First of all, I don't know who Cheech is talking about, actually, because
Let's actually round it out before Cheech lets us know who
before
he was talking
before
about.
he tries to mess up my, in
Yeah.
case somebody wants to
Yeah.
DM me. But I will say, me and my best friend, we have done Valentine's Day together. So like we'll go to like a Valentine's Day breakfast. Even if one of us were in a relationship, we'd like link up at some point. So that's our tradition now.
That's beautiful.
And then now she has 2 kids, so like we'll bring the kids with us to do like stuff. So like we'll go to pizza, whatever. So yeah, I think for me, I love Valentine's Day. Everybody's like, oh, I'm not a lot of people are like, it's a commercial holiday.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Bun Off.
But I think that I've always seen it as just like a day
like
of
Christmas.
celebrating love, period. Like, Grandpa used to come in and, even though he was not the most romantic, whatever, he would always bring my grandmother flowers.
Yeah.
So when he would bring grandma flowers, he would bring me flowers. That's actually why red roses are my favorite, because he would bring me red roses from across the street. So I can't... Sam's face. I wish y'all could see it.
Yo.
But do y'all have like a Valentine's Day thing? Do y'all do it big? Do y'all do a date? What do y'all do?
I'm gonna let you answer.
Nah, I mean for a long time.
Here we go.
Your turn.
It's your turn.
Nah,
It's your turn.
facts.
Speak up, King.
Flatbush in that. It's a real Flatbush energy. Anyway, so I feel for a long time I wasn't like into like the Valentine's Day holiday. I feel like it was a push holiday in your face to challenge your love, to find out if you love someone so
Talk
much,
your
or
shit.
you're gonna wait for this one day to drop all
Sorry,
this
Sam.
stuff.
Y'all pissing me
Nah,
off.
no.
No, go
But
ahead.
I'm being honest. I'm
Not
living in my
Kyrie,
truth.
Cheech.
Try-
Cheech is pissing me off. Sorry.
Yo, what did I do?
I'm crying.
Sam want
Go
to
ahead.
mute Cheech mic so bad.
can't say it. I can't just go ahead and my son is going at it.
I don't even know what I did.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, go ahead.
Nah, I think now, because going to what you were saying, sis, I think it's important to like have your own traditions or whatever the case is, right? I think that for me, for a long time, I was being selfish in my thoughts of what the holiday was supposed to mean or what it meant to other people as far as paganism or whatever. But when you're looking at it,
you're deep, brother.
Oh, I got deep.
I like to the
real
ocean.
like.
Real Rasta.
Rastafari. But for me, I think that
You know me. I'm sitting here like talking.
I'm really trying to pay attention.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm sorry, sis. I'm on it. But I'm gonna be honest, right? For me, I think that with trying to make new traditions, I think that you definitely have to look into what you want in your relationship, and if that's something that you want to celebrate on that special day, you don't have to make the whole. Cause I'm not even an IG person. I'm not gonna post on IG. I did these flowers, but if I do feel like I want to post on IG and do these flowers, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And so for me, it's traditional things, and then wifey put on a little ting for that ting, and you don't know the ting. You feel me?
Go D well.
Put
My proper tings, yeah, my proper ting it is.
Put on your frock.
Okay.
Play Wi-Fi by Dexter Dapsiri.
Listen,
I am crying.
I'm gonna say to y'all too. This is a brief intermission. We need to bring back the recipes because they was right about the 90s and the frocks. I've been telling the girls to wear the slips for a very long time.
The slips is what got.
I've been telling.
a slip?
It's
The slips are
it's like
the
a slip.
over thing that you put on, and you didn't. First of all,
I'm supposed
Send me the
to
link.
you don't
I'm buying
wear
it for Bridget.
undergarments
Can
underneath
y'all-
it. It just
can
it's
y'all-
like a moo. You know what it's equivalent to? It's equivalent to a moo.
No, it's not. No,
Hear me
it's
out.
not.
I'm trying
Can
to.
y'all send me the link from my wife?
Yes.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying to let him understand what it is.
The
It
link will
looks
be
like
in
what
the
a
bio,
moo
guys.
looks like, but it's like a more like it has like a collar. There's like
A
different.
collar.
My grandmother's own had collars.
A slip.
Yes. Well,
Yeah. You know what it looks like? It looks like a spaghetti strap dress, but
Oh,
shorter
you're
with a
saying
little
slip.
list.
I thought you were talking about the
frock.
the
house dress.
the nighty. I thought
Yeah,
that's
no,
what you were
it's like
talking
a
about.
slip.
the
Okay,
slip.
okay,
So you're
gotcha,
talking about
gotcha.
it has like the
It looks like a
19.
spaghetti strap
I know
dress.
it. I know it. I
Is
know
it
it.
silky though? Or?
It could be silky. It could be
Okay.
cotton.
It could be cotton, yeah.
I know
It's
what
just
you're
like
talking
it's
about.
like
My
a
bad.
mini spaghetti
Can
strap
I
dress
get
that
mad
you would.
fancy?
This is where we
is
got-
it also called like
This
a
is where we got
negligee?
correlated with the different terminologies. My
Yes.
grandmother calls a frock the thing that comes over.
Oh, let's go, Sam.
That's what I'm saying. A
This
frock
is
and a
a
nightie.
Oh,
and
nah,
it's
my wife got mad
separate.
at those. Bridget,
So-
you got those. Let's go, boy.
I'm an
Wifey definitely
advocate
got a
for
few
wearing
of
those.
those.
That's why y'all are married, okay? She's got the
This
slips,
right here
okay?
came
Don't
through with
play
that
with
one in
Bridget
green.
Kelly.
She got that
We
in
can
green.
show it on camera.
No, we don't need it on
That
camera.
right there?
Why not? So people know what the difference of the slip
Yeah,
is.
Oh,
sit
okay,
down,
okay,
iPad.
okay.
She don't want people to know what's going on. Sit down, iPad. We grown
Yeah,
here.
hold on.
Sam, throw it in the camera.
Let them know that.
All right, Sam, you doing a lot of censoring, sister. We gotta make time. We gotta make time. Hurry it up.
We can insert a picture of the
Yeah,
slip.
Right,
Right,
it's
right,
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 right.
right.
With that,
Don't lose the recipes. Wear your frocks. Wear your nighties. Wear your slips.
Come through with the curlers in your hair. I'm cool with the
Valentine's Day is
doobie
coming.
pin wrap with this head scarf.
Yeah.
I'm cool with all
That
that.
gangster shit.
Don't let that man
I
tell you
love
he don't like a bonnet.
it. I love all of it.
to round it back out, long story short, because Siobhan did ask, we do what we want to do.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. There's no expectation. There's no there's no,
And I love that.
we do what we want. We
Sam,
make our
what
own
you
rules
gonna
for the
do
most
for
part.
Valentine's Day?
I
Your
don't
GM's
have
got to
any-
be on fire at this point, Sam.
You know what? They are on fire.
See,
but
look
but
at
here's
us.
the
I
thing,
love that for
though.
Look at Proper Tings helping
My
Sam
spice
out.
is swallowed
Look at
already,
Proper
like,
Tings
yeah.
helping Sam
Let
out.
me
I don't-
explain
At
something
tennis
to
roll
y'all,
T.
though.
She
It
had
don't
the- she
matter
had
if
the
it's on
sauce.
fire if she doesn't want to fan any of them flames.
Hello, come on. I talk the thing, now, girl.
Pussy cloth away. I
Listen.
drop. But
Proper
TCG.
Tings.
Let him go.
Quality over quantity.
Let him go.
BBC.
Let her cook.
Correct.
Let her cook.
Correct.
What's
You
the
know,
clock?
they are on fire because, come on.
Period.
But
She said,
She's like, have you
Yeah,
seen this
have
face?
you
Talk
seen
your-
the
talk your
material?
shit.
have you
sis.
seen the material? But truly, I don't have any plans. My DMs are on fire. But sometimes
Oh, you're
it
not gonna
feels
sort it out?
like, yeah, I'm trying to sort through them. But sometimes it feels like they're a fan versus and they're really interested.
Yes.
You
But-
know, and sometimes
what if they just want to be a groupie?
You have
You
to be
against that?
intentional to get to groupie
at my
status.
big age, babes, let me explain something to you now.
Explain it,
A lot
please.
of Caribbean woman came out of that one right there. I should sit up.
At my big age, okay, no hardback man can come in my DM talking about trying to be just a groupie and a ting and a ting and a ting. As much as I might have my like different views about like partnership and marriage currently, I do want somebody to pick me every single day for the rest of my life and have a partnership,
Amen.
right?
Respectfully.
Love
So
So you trying to date with intention right now? No
Everything.
fun. No more fun.
I never said that.
All right, just making sure.
I I never said that.
Trying to make sure.
There should be a good balance.
Yeah.
But tennis rolling T underscore.
Tennis rolling T underscore. This is why the DMs is on fire
Let's
now.
freshen it up a little bit since the materials a little weak right now.
I was gonna say something really quickly. You tipped something off at me. My mom does show love. This is how she shows love. And the things that she does, her acts of service.
Yes.
So she would
That's a
be
big
mad
thing.
at, we would be having our little riffs or whatever the case may be, but she would be like, "Are you hungry?"
You're not
Or
eat?
the
You're not
best,
eat?
the best thing is if I'm sick, she'll turn around and be like, "Oh, I made this tea for you."
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
My mother is definitely a I'm a cook for you type of love person. I remember me and my mother were not talking we had an argument, we weren't talking, and I got so sick with like a vertigo episode, and I didn't know who else to call. It was very unlike me. I'm shocked that I even called her. I usually call my friends first, and I was like, "Mommy, the room is spinning, y'all." And she came to the house so quickly, and there was nothing she could really do for the vertigo, but like
She had a remedy though. I know she had
no,
something.
she had a remedy. She did not have she had a proper remedy because my mother's a nurse, but she cleaned the whole house. But eventually, like other things, my mother is the first to be like, you know, she's a nurse, so she actually does go to medicine first, but the West Indian do be jumping out. She's like, drink your ginger tea. You know,
Why does tea solve everything?
it does solve everything because the thing is the
It's
teas are
warm,
made out of
it's
herbs.
soothing.
I know why.
And
I know why.
this is
but,
explained to everybody because everybody jokes and they're like, West Indians think tea
Shout out to
cures
Pokemon.
everything.
It
And I'm
does.
like, it does. The herbs are the same properties that are based off of
does.
like half of the medicines that we use, like echinacea and honey tea, cough drops. Just you drink the damn echinacea and honey.
Or
drink
every
it.
guy or every I was about to say Guyanese person, every Caribbean person call it bush tea.
Yeah.
We don't know.
definitely
We may
bush
not know
tea.
what is inside of it.
It's lemongrass. Somebody told me it was like lemongrass and some other stuff, but we just never actually named the bush.
Nah,
It's
my
the bush.
grandmother
It
bush
depends.
tea
It
got
depends,
mad
yeah, 'cause my
herbs.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Majority of the
Herbs.
bush is lemongrass. So if you actually like look at it, because I started doing research, I'm like, this is
Nah, I drink.
My
Cersei.
grandmother
tea is
Cersei.
not
Cersei.
just
Cersei.
lemongrass.
Cersei, no lemongrass, and
we
no
call that
Cersei
bush tea,
tea.
but
Bush
Cersei
tea.
is
no.
lemongrass.
There's a bunch of different types of bushes. I'm like, lemongrass is a
yeah,
big
I
one
guess.
for antiques anyway. Lemongrass is a big one,
Oh,
but I
okay.
know like
Jamaican,
almost all
Cersei.
lemon.
Cersei tea.
Bitter as shit.
Clean
It's
you out.
disgusting.
Yeah. But that's a different type of bush. That's a specific thing.
That's why we say bush tea.
And yo,
Like, bush tea,
pause
like,
this just in
universal.
case, by the way. Just
There's no
for
pause.
my niggas.
There's no
My
pause.
niggas out
What are we
here.
pausing, Bush?
There's no pause.
Facts.
There's no pause.
I'm pausing.
Okay.
Why can't
Siobhan, I
do
know
it?
you said your mom.
This is a LGBTQIA friendly
What does that
podcast,
have to do with Bush?
and then we don't need to pause anything.
All right. I guess.
Siobhan, I know you say your mom goes straight to medicine because she is a nurse.
Yes.
But is there one like West Indian or Caribbean, remedy that she goes to besides tea that like you even share with like friends, family?
So yes, so I will say, the ginger tea is always it. Ginger tea is always it. I will say the onion. I don't care what nobody says. That onion in your sock work. Put in the onion at the bottom of your feet and put in a sock. It's supposed to draw out the toxins.
That's what onions do. It takes up
No,
whatever.
yes, but I didn't really do that.
And
Whatever's in
we
the
didn't
area, it
we
takes it
didn't
up.
do it as much growing up. It wasn't until we got older that we did it. Somebody told my mom and my brothers,
Okay.
and we did it. And I don't think she does it very often, but I do it.
Yeah.
I'm also very much the fake hippie of the family, so I go back to all of like modern recipes, like all the modern things. I mean, the holistic stuff. So I'll do let me get some white rum and have some kids. I'm rubbing them down. Y'all smell like white rum, bay rum, bay leaf, whatever the things they're called.
Drunk.
I feel like there's nothing that any rum can't
Yeah,
fix.
it was
Rum
good.
and tea.
It's good for teething. When you're teething, you rub it on your kid. My kid over there, you know what I mean? I rubbed it on her gums when she was young, you know what I mean? When she teething.
And
Good for
soup.
teething,
Yeah,
Did you
numb
guys
her.
have something called my grandmother kept this in her cabinet, methylated spirits? It's
Oh my
Yes, I know this.
It's
Oh my
purple.
God.
I can
yes.
smell it. I can smell it right
yes.
now.
Crying
I can smell it right now.
I didn't
I
know
can
what it
feel
was
the
called,
burning.
but once you
Methylated
said it was
spirits.
purple and I could smell it.
My
What do you
grandmother would
want?
have a little ache, and she'd be like, "Man, come."
Methylated.
She wouldn't even take the rag.
Dropper?
She'll
Oh.
put it right in her hand, go like this, and she just sap up the whatever
Sap
she is.
it
I'm
up,
like,
yeah.
yo.
Oh my God! Yo,
literally,
you
like-
just unlocked a core memory because
I know y'all can smell methylated
Right now.
spirits right now.
Right now.
Right now.
And anybody watching
my
this, whoever
God.
can hear
Y'all smell it too.
Y'all smell it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Because that's something that you
I got that
it's
in my cabinet
distinct.
right now.
It's distinct.
Also-
My grandmother, she used to she used to chop up onions, and like I see it right now on TikTok, like it's a craze. You know what I mean? The onions and the honey, and just let it ferment. Yo, I promise you, I used to probably have a teaspoon of that before bed almost every day, and it was like reg deg, like it was like one of those. Even if I wasn't sick, and after a while it just tasted good, low key.
Boiling the onion and the garlic because it says antiviral, open up your lung. Everything open up your lung. Your lung need to open. Oh God, that soup is automatic.
Traditional soup.
However,
every Saturday soup.
But soup when you were sick is important too, because especially if you had like stomach issues.
Oh, push through.
Wow.
New York City.
Anyway. So, especially if you had like
onion
issues, stomach issues, best hangover remedy is pumpkin-based soup. I said chicken noodles. Any pumpkin-based yard man soup, good, because the pumpkin coats your stomach and it brings you back to life. Give me a beer and a soup, and I am back in business. Back in business. So yeah, soup, tea.
We are literally becoming our grandparents and our parents.
Yes. I love it.
With everything, and I love it. I love it here.
I love it here.
A new one just for everybody that is not something my family did, but it's one of the like herbal ones that I do. Oregano oil.
Yeah.
Mullein leaf tincture.
For the smokers.
Chlorophyll.
Mullein is good for the smokers.
Chlorophyll and something else. Oh my gosh, zinc. Liquid zinc. If you put all those droppers in some water with a little bit of lime, or if you want to spruce it up because you don't like the taste, you can put like an emergency packet or a liquid IV packet. Shake that joint up. Just keep drinking it the first time you feel sick. It knocks it out. Even my mother believes in it. I gave it to my mother when she started feeling sick. She was like, "Why do you have me drinking this? This is nonsense. This is not a real thing." About 2 hours later, I guess it started to feel better. She started to feel worse again. She was like, you can make me another one. I said, yeah.
Shout out to the herbs.
Shout out to the herbs.
All the herbs.
Yes.
You see it.
All of them.
So, but no. All my sister also didn't like grow up with me because, West Indian families. So my sister and my brother from my dad's previous marriage, and their mom was Puerto Rican. So they
had their own remedies?
Yeah, so they grew up Puerto Rican. So but not the same thing. So a lot of things that as I get sick, I talk to my sister. We share things. It's like, here are the remedies. But it's also, again, we're older. I didn't meet my sister until I was 20 at my grandmother's funeral. Because
regular.
That tracks.
I'm like, technically, I am the second family, like a family. Like technically, they grew up together and I grew up separate because my dad passed while my mom was pregnant with me. So their mom and my mom were beefing because
Caribbean.
I don't know how. I don't know why or how it got. Well, I mean, I do know why, but I don't know how it became so common for like West Indian men to just have like a solid home, a regular marriage, and then literally have a family like a block over, like literally like a block over.
1,000%. Yo,
like literally like a block or a town
1,000%.
over. You know what I mean? Like I never could understand
the
that.
rites of passage.
It was just like it was just they're just born gallus. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And like it's just a regular thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Salute to my father, because I'm not a victim to that. You know what I'm saying? Not that there's a victim anything.
Yeah, because I was about to say not too much.
Not a victim. Not too
Ain't
much.
no victims at this table.
No victims. But
let's hold on. Let's reel that back in.
Yeah. But
right here.
But like but like knowing like homies that literally would be like, yo, that's my brother, but you bugging. I'm like, what brother? Since when? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was real. Like, actual fact, my mom's dad is not my grandfather that I call grandpa, because he's not my mom's biological father. My mom's biological father, yo, Oscar must have Jesus Christ, my thing said like 15 picnic. You know what I mean? From all over. That's why I got family in the UK. I got aunts in the UK. Family over here, family over there, all over the place. You see it because of my mom's brothers and sisters that my mom did not grow up with at all.
100%. Wow. There's this guy in Antigua. I remember the story so clearly because I was like, this was like when I realized it was like a thing. Like, I know my story with my family, but when you hear it growing up the whole time, it's like, oh, like my dad and his previous wife had gotten divorced, so they had separated, and my mom and him were like engaged. So it was still like, I didn't put two and two together. Like, he left her for him. I was like, oh, this is shaky. But like, you don't, there's people who have like side families. They're doing all this stuff. Like, I remember a funeral in Antigua, and they were like, you know, can all of so-and-so's kids stand up?
Gosh,
and
no.
there was like 20-something people that stood up in their
Who
funeral.
asked for that to happen?
And then at the end of the funeral,
buy?
at the end of the funeral, they came out and said, well, actually, his full number of kids was like 46. I said, that's Antigua alone. That is Antigua. What you mean?
That's
like,
wild.
So it was just, and the thing
40.
is, 46.
I think it's common for people to have side families to
In
you
that
guys',
era.
To you guys' point, I'm
definitely.
my dad's third child. He had 3 child mothers, and my mom was his third child, but my mom was his third baby mama. I'm his third child.
Yes.
But I would say this: my mom did not know that my dad was dealing with somebody else. That's another thing. So they're either blatant with it in your face or they're not telling you. So remember, as my mom tells the story, which is, unfortunately for me, I don't have a lot of core memories about my parents because of how tumultuous me getting here was.
Right.
So my mom didn't find out that I had a sister that's 10 months older than me until she was 8 months pregnant.
You cool with her?
So yeah, so my mom did not. It's complicated.
It's complicated. I love that.
Ever since my dad died, I just kind of disassociated for the most part with his side of the family. But when my mom did find out about that I wasn't the only one, or that it was so close in age, she was distraught. You're 8 months pregnant, and you are like, you know, it's a disbelief thing. Obviously, thank God I'm here.
Praise the Lord.
You know, she was like, okay, I gotta
we love your life.
go through with this. But
Single mom who works too hard. Never
and
stops.
Jennifer was
Shout
a
out to
single
Reba.
mom to this day who works very hard, and I'm very grateful for her. But what I will say is that is the life that a lot of us had to live for the most part. But you end up growing one child 2 different ways. I feel like when you are tugged in 2 different households. So even if you were like, when I did get around my siblings on my dad's side, I was like, oh, y'all getting away with, like, what is this? When I'm with Jennifer, this is not flying
not
at
a
all.
thing.
So
in Auntie Jenny house.
I think that's the thing that
Period.
breaks it up a little bit, because there's no straight across the board. There's no commonality. And I love my dad. Obviously, thankfully for him, I'm here. But there's a lot of deceit that does occur. There's a lot of like misjudgment, to your point. There's a lot of lies being told. And I think communication as a whole is not a thing, which is why stuff like that tends to happen.
I do also think there's a correlation with the second families and the side families and all of that with the way we show intimacy and love, and going back to our love thing, because for a lot of West Indian men, it is as long as I provide for you, that is me showing you love. So
You have roof on your head. You have shoes on your feet. You have clothes on your back. Your belly full. You're good.
It's like,
I love you.
It's like the respect part, or like the non-embarrassment part, or think, and like we said, a lot of times we equate sex with intimacy. So like, once I'm just okay with doing this and we only have this one part, it feels like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Why are you making such a big deal about these side kids? Or it's not that big of a deal. Or look, the kids are here, we love them. So it's true though.
I want to say something about that. I want to say something. My fault, because it's crazy that because I'm just listening to everything you're saying. I'm kind of like reliving the moment. So even with me, I don't believe in the half brothers thing. I think the one thing that my father did was
pure brother.
You know what I mean? The one thing my father did was he made sure that, because it's 8 of us, just keeping it real. You know what I mean? They got 3 on one side, got 3 on here. I don't want to do all the math though, but it's 8 of us. Yeah. But we definitely all were really close to each other. But as far as back to what you were saying or whatever the case is, I experienced that on another level, on like so many levels. And the fact that we here now is really good. I would commend my pops about that. Like, yo, he definitely made sure we was all together, made sure everything was good. We didn't believe in the half brothers. But you do kind of see the differences. If I went to my brother's house, you know what I mean, we had a little more fun. By my crib, you know, vice versa. If he came to my house, he was having a little more fun.
That's because your mother is your mother, so you're not going to have as much fun around them.
But I'm saying? So, yeah, I definitely understand that on all levels, definitely.
And I love that because, you know, even though my sister and my brother and I, we didn't meet till I was 20, they're older than me. My sister's 7 years older than me, and my brother is 4 years older than me. When we met, it was like we were locked in. We knew about each other, but we weren't like angry at each other. We weren't whatever. It was a little like, are we gonna mess with each other? But then I don't call my sister my half sister. Melanie is my
Yeah,
I don't do
sister.
the half shit.
David is my brother. Marcus and Matthew, my younger brothers, who I grew up with, technically they're my half brothers too.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't have any full siblings if we're looking at it. But I would never be like, oh, it doesn't even register. Like even you just saying half brother and sister, I was like, oh, technically they are my halves, I guess.
That
like
was a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Like growing up, they were like,
It's
"Is your
still a
half brother or
thing.
your full brother?" Oh yeah, facts. I feel like
I mean, it's still a
yeah.
thing. We just don't.
Caribbeans,
A lot of
I don't think
Caribbean people
Caribbeans
don't
do it, like, at all.
identify
I
with
could be
it.
wrong,
People are
though.
always just trying to legitimize something by calling it full or calling it half.
Yeah.
But it's actually funny. Do you guys think it's different if you were raised with with which parent you were raised with? So I also have a sister on my mom's side. Similar to you, I don't share any siblings that we both have mother and father the same. But because my sister grew up in the household with my mom, I was closer with her. Because
course.
we shared similar values and similar morals for the most part. But I never really thought about it as a half thing. I was just like, the only thing we're splitting is dinner. Like, I don't know. Like,
That's a fact.
there's no other like.
At this
That's a
point,
fact.
Marcus and Matthew I grew up with.
Those
but
are like your kids.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're 14 and 16 years apart. So we're two different generations.
Yeah.
I'm a millennial. They are Gen Z. Like it's completely different.
Completely different.
Like they can
OD.
Marcus and Matthew used to give me Mother's Day gifts at one point. Like and I love
That's
all
sweet.
my family, but I will say I'm the closest with my sister. One, we're older. She's older, so it's like having the big sister that I was always the big sister. So now having someone I can talk to and just be like, these people are crazy, and she's like, yep. They are certainly lunatics. We are so alike. Like I go to visit her. Her mom has like accepted me. Like that's why. First of all, the Puerto Ricans held me down. That's why my coquitos are so good. I am not Puerto Rican, but my
I
coquito.
love coquito.
So my coquito, I be in there listening to the song.
Yo, what's the shelf
Put
life?
on the Bad Bunny.
Babon.
Put on the Bad Bunny.
Babon.
Yo, so can I say something?
Please.
Yo, Wifey been bumping that.
That's what I wanted to go
And I'm
with.
not gonna lie, shout out to him because it was amazing. Like it's a vibe. Even if I don't
Listen,
really understand what
I don't
he's
know
saying,
nothing.
Don't know
he's
I
what
should have
he's
took
saying.
Spanish class more
I have
serious in high
a
school.
fun fact. I have a minor in Spanish, and I still don't know what the hell he's saying.
Oh,
What were you saying?
Please
damn.
go.
My fault. I was saying like, oh, you definitely was bumping it all week or whatever the case is. And for me, it's like just hearing that and hearing the sound like, who is this? Bad Bunny. Do you understand anything you say?
I'm being biased. He's a Pisces. Benito Antonio, I think Martinez. He's a Pisces.
He's not
Yo,
Martinez.
how do you
And-
know this
Full name?
man?
Shout out to Bad Bunny.
Let me
though.
tell you
It's
something
fire.
right now.
Martinez, that's
when
wild
that
racist, by the
beat
way.
drops.
It sound like you in a
Yeah.
corner store, the
Everything
bodega.
I know.
Mad shoulders.
Yo,
Hey,
listen.
The one that's going viral on TikTok.
Nueva York.
Oh no,
Cafe
that one.
con
That's
Cafe con Run.
Yeah, say it again. Debbie más fotos, whatever it is, the más photos is in any post. Okay.
I think it means we should have took more photos.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So basically, people have been doing
Or
it like
more
as a
Pisces
tribute.
after my own heart.
Yes. Honestly, now that you say it,
yeah,
yes.
y'all are content
Equal
heavy.
level photo. But
Shout out to your story.
and it's been shout out to the
your
storage
storage.
coming back. But I love that, like the
And then she
beat.
just brushes by you like,
I'm
shout out to your storage coming back, you heard?
because there was a sensitive subject between us for a few years.
We had a,
It was a
Real.
few years. of
Kyrie got it
sensitive-
right. Kyrie got it back.
As we were with Benito.
Literally, no, we're gonna
Benito.
focus on this now because Kyrie brought us
Now
back.
brought us
So
back.
yeah, so now I'm here.
Wow.
There was
crazy.
years where Daniqua would literally make us take pictures for her because she had no storage
on her phone.
on her phone and take photos, take our phone out of our hand.
What's the name
we
of
could
this?
be
What's the name?
mid-text.
What's the name of the song again?
We could be mid-text and she would
We
want to
shoulda
take a
took more
picture.
photos.
I could be on the phone. She'd be like, hang up, I need to take some pictures.
We should have took
So
more
we
photos.
should have
Oh,
took
yeah, 'cause she had to
Call
hand
me
the phone because of the
Daniqua.
story.
We should have
Bunny.
took more photos.
Will.
Kanisha Williams Clark.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Moving forward.
Anyway.
Bunny.
Not Bunny.
Bunny.
Clark Bunny.
Clark Bunny.
Clark Bunny. Clark Bunny.
Please.
My fault,
But
I ain't gonna-
no, I think that there's something so beautiful. Like even people have been doing tributes with that song on like TikTok
Yeah,
for
I
like
seen
lost
that. I
loved
seen
ones
that.
and the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
with the dogs
Oh.
gets me every time. But I think that there's just something so beautiful because that album, so many people don't know what he is saying, but people are just feeling
You feel
the
it.
beat.
The energy
They're
is there.
feeling the energy. They're feeling, whatever. There's always I always have said this before, and I don't know if I said it on this podcast, but there's such a correlation across the islands and South America, and I'm like, we have been dropped off. We came from the same place. We were just dropped off at different places.
Different times.
Same.
yeah.
Different times. We was on the same port. We was on the same dock.
So
we just got on different boats.
When you look at certain, when people came to Antigua, they were like, "Yo, this looks like Ghana," or "This looks like certain places they were from." And I'm like, "Yeah," because the architecture was still the same, because that's what they knew from their homes. The music is so Afro beats and salsa and reggae and soca, those are the core beats that came from Africa. We took them to different places because that's not, it's fundamentally what we know. And then we just remixed it as time evolved, just like as we evolved, we added more things to it. But that is the foundation.
That's why it feels good to us, because like you just said, it's the energy of it. Like, we don't have to know, because I'm pretty sure people who don't understand or speak English, you can listen to a reggae beat, a soca beat, and it's the same way. Once that beat hits you,
Jamaicans love
the
reggae.
energy
Excuse me?
is unmatched.
Dominicans love reggae.
Oh, yes, they do, because they stole a lot of it. You know what I mean?
Dominicans
Reggaeton. Like, yo, listen, I'm here for all the smoke. I'm sorry.
But then basically,
I'm sorry.
They're
say
borrowing
that
it.
we stole their beats
They're
because a lot of
borrowing
reggae
it.
stuff came from Africa.
Yeah.
It's
That's why
not
I love
about
the
stealing.
But you would argue
Yeah.
that
This
point
is
with
why-
But it's not about stealing. It's about
borrowing.
no.
So
it's
why
a-
they
It is
why the
about
lawsuit?
the fact that, again, we came from the same place as these
I
beats.
see you. So
and
you're
it
talking about the
evolved.
origin. You're talking
Yes,
about origin.
the origin is from the same place.
I'm sorry. I'm
and
talking
we've
business. My bad. I'm apologies.
We've
y'all.
all
I apologize.
adapted it to
Apologies.
what is our culture, what we are used to, how we have lived, how we have loved, and then we have made it what is aligned with us. Rap did the same
Because
thing.
you do know, real quick, you do know like Dembo. You know the story behind that, right?
No.
All right, real
What's the
quick.
story?
I got you. I got you.
hear this because I
So there's
see
a
that
reggae
shit.
artist. So there's a reggae artist that we all know. I'm pretty. Like, yo,
Daddy
Sam. Do
Yankee?
me, no, absolutely not. Yo, like the origin goes as
Said what
follows.
I knew.
The origin goes as follows. The reggae artist, I don't remember his name at this point. He had a song, Dembo,
Yeah.
Dembo, Dembo,
Shabba
Dembo.
Ranks. Shabba Ranks did that one.
And but
Caribbean artist. He said a Dominican artist.
no, I said no. I said the Caribbean artist, the reggae artist.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought
So
you
it's
said
Shabba-
Dominican.
it was
Shabba.
Shabba Ranks.
So
told you
Shabba,
that.
so
Yeah,
Shabba,
yeah,
Shabba had
yeah.
Dembo,
Shabba Ranks.
and
100%.
that beat, I believe, is made by either Steely and Cleavely or some reggae producers.
Yeah, Steely and Cleavely.
Steely and
you're
Cleavely.
right. You're right.
I'm absolutely
Look
right.
at this
Bugging
historian
out.
over here.
Bugging out. Like, you know what I mean? Thank you so much.
That's gonna be
Yes.
my response moving forward. I'm absolutely right.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So Steely and Cleavely, who's actually in a big time lawsuit with almost every reggaeton artist and Dembo because they used the beat as the base
I see
of
what you're saying.
reggaeton.
Okay.
And that's why they call it Dembo, because it came from the song that they took it off of. So that's a big deal with
That's why I said borrowed.
with borrowed.
That's why
You
I use the
understand?
word
So
borrowed.
it's a big lawsuit behind it. So when I sit back and I got this energy, because it's like I'm cool with Dominicans. I'm good everywhere. I'm all city. You know what I mean?
I think
So
that's
when
also
I
just
go
a-
when I go uptown, I'm still good. But you know the vibes. I know the music. I know all of
It's
the
just a
things.
history thing.
It's
But the
just-
thing is,
but
it's
at the
like-
same time, it's
history.
like, yo,
I will say though,
acknowledge, pay homage, and respectfully pay that bread.
yes, they should have did that. That's more, but I don't think
Because they're
that-
making so much money off of this, off of
Yes,
that.
that's a legal thing. Though.
That's-
I don't think that's like a
that-
culture thing. I
no.
think that's a legal thing.
And culturally,
Because there's a
they
lot of
love
samples
what we do.
that rap is nothing but a bunch of remix samples at this point. that
Correct,
have
but
been
those people
changed.
get paid for it. Though.
Yeah,
That's my
some
point.
of them do.
Yeah, and that's
not
my
everybody
point.
does, and that's the. Luckily, West Indians are petty, so they make sure they go. One thing they're gonna do is get their money. So he's gonna die on that hill to get that money.
But just please be clear. I want all my Latinx homies out there who are listening and who are participating, Latins, you know what I mean?
Afro-Latinos.
That are paying attention to Proper Things. Yo, we love y'all over here. We show y'all love over here. It's not a game.
Shout out
and
to all my
big
Afro-Latinos,
up
my
the
Latinos.
Jefe Babani because
Yeah.
we love your album.
I'm
we
so
rate
happy
your
you said it
album.
correctly.
Babani.
Babani.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no,
we love
it's
him.
real. It's real shit. Cause like I have no problem with any of them. I love Dominican food. I love Latin food all day, every day. Go crazy for real. And the album is elite. It's historic. I know it's probably gonna win multiple Grammys on top of Grammys on top of Grammys. I know it's not gonna make this Grammys because it just came out, but next year.
Yeah,
2026.
running it up.
He's
Slapper.
running
I
it
need
up.
to know.
And this
Slapper.
summer is going crazy.
I need
This
to know
summer's
what
gonna go crazy.
the words to the. I forgot which song it is. I forgot the name of the song,
I'm
but
waiting
there's
on the
one that's like a
remixes.
romantic song. You know, he giving me a little lover boy. I love a little bad
Just
Bonnie
call
lover
me
boy.
Sayo. Just call me.
I think the reason why this album for me really did it was because of Ayo calling the land of Puerto Rico trash, and I feel like the fact that he literally, the fact that this album,
those who
Forgot
don't
who
know,
AO was.
don't-
No, we don't.
Agent-
Agent,
I didn't forget
they'll
that.
figure it
Agent
out.
Orange. Agent Orange.
the fact that this album was
got
dedicated
knowledge,
to the beauty and the love of that island, and on top of that, I feel like if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. The concert is going to be there. He sold tickets
For a
there
whole
too.
month.
Doing a
Sold
residency.
for a whole month.
For a
A
month
residency.
straight.
Sold
Residency in
out.
Puerto Rico.
Clean
That's how
sold
you.
out.
That's how you do it. I feel like
Yeah.
Caribbean people. One thing about it, we're gonna get a lot of things wrong, but one
Period.
things we're gonna get
He
right
took
is when
it
it comes
offensively
down
when he
to
was disrespecting his
our
island,
culture.
calling it garbage.
As
He's
you
like,
should.
like,
Yes,
no, at one point he was
absolutely.
on that man's like
Yeah,
squad,
facts.
and then all of a sudden he was like, "Hold up,
the
what?"
sense
What's
of
going
the
on?
sense
And
of
then he
pride
just said,
was
"Oh
there.
no, we're not doing that," and that was over for Agent Orange
Listen.
after that. You know what I'm saying?
The sense of pride was there, and I think that's what's beautiful, and that's why we all relate to it.
Why I mess with him. I love a little Pisces lover boy. Okay, love him. Bring it back.
And honestly, when
Any
I saw
Pisces
the
lover
album
boys out there?
cover, and
So
I thought it was
good.
the Father Phyllis album, because if you look at the white chairs that he used, look at the diaspora at work, y'all. We all
Okay.
had those white chairs at family
Okay.
gatherings, so he
That's a
knows what
fact.
time it is. So
That's
I'm
a great
telling
point.
you.
That's a great point.
I would love to say that big up Bad Bunny again
Bad Bunny.
and the
Bad
album.
Bunny.
You know what I mean? And you know, like the Latins, you know what I mean? They love us. They love us. They love us. So I respect it. I don't know what he's saying, but I know he's saying
He's saying
something.
some shit.
He's saying something.
That's
gonna-
Especially when they
That's
slow
gonna-
down. Like, yeah,
Facts.
I'm glad my wife is bilingual because you know what I mean. She can translate, but she can't even keep up with this shit. So it's all good.
I was about to say, listen.
But
In the spirit of Valentine's Day, I do love a little lover boy song, and we're about to wrap up, so we gotta.
no. We about to play this game I got for y'all.
But you
We
would have
gonna
listened to the segue for a second and let me get where I was going.
But I'm just saying.
I can.
I'm just saying. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. Sag it. Sag.
I just wish people would let me.
Sag. I said sag.
I love this podcast.
I said
Why
sad.
Cheech be pissing me off? Y'all
I said
always wonder
sad.
why I'm pissed off
What
in
you
the
call
corner.
I said
Sam is gonna get a mute button for your
I said
camera.
sag. All right.
This is not a Martin
All right.
episode. This is a podcast
I'm glad you
episode.
brought that. I'm glad you
But yes,
brought
we about to wrap up. So we gonna throw it to Cheech because we gonna do since we talking about lover boys and it's Love Month. We're gonna talk about some lovers rock songs. If
right.
you are West Indian, you know what lovers rock is. Lovers rock is literally when you rock with your lover when the music come on, you sway with them, you dance with them, you feel good with them.
All right. So she's absolutely right. Pay
Period.
attention to
I know
Pixie
you about to get real
Patra.
diabolical.
So
with this
listen.
one, bro.
I need
know you
everybody
about
got
to get
pen
crazy
paper.
with this one.
Pen
And paper.
Or and Sam, you could just take a note down, phone. Or, you know what I mean? Because I need y'all to take these notes. All right. So the name of this game is called Bun Off. So what that means is somebody got to go. All right. And in this episode of Bun Off, I need top 5 lovers rock songs of all time. Now, audience, pay attention. It's 3:15 in the morning. You at the party. You already dubbing. You doing your thing. The juices is flowing. Everybody is feeling nice. Everybody, the buzz
need
is
some juice.
The buzz is there. It's 3:15 in the
Unsanitary.
morning. You know the party's over at 3:30. DJ got 5 songs left.
Ooh, that was me last night.
5 songs left to get your dub on. It's crotches morning. All right.
My God.
Are we doing lovers rock or
Yes.
crutches? I just
All
need to
right.
know.
Combination.
You know, combination. Exactly, Sam. Tell him. You got 5 songs left. So
Are you going to give us the songs?
I'm about to give you the
Okay,
songs
all
right
right,
now.
all right.
You gotta come up with this.
Nah, nah.
Hold up,
Because I was
I
going to
got
say
you.
we
question about your.
we
I
could
got
put a
you.
little mungo wine on it. Put a little.
I am so done right now.
I'm gonna play you
Little
one
snake
song.
oil.
You tell me. You just write it down. Just take notes.
So we gonna go one.
I got
to
one.
five.
We
This
got
is
one.
Just 1 to 5,
Yeah.
and we going with 1. And you got 2 gotta go.
Okay.
2 songs gotta go. 2 songs gotta go.
Out of the 5.
Out of the 5.
Okay.
So this is song number 1.
All right,
Let us begin.
Listen. Speak the thing.
You have to say the name because it may not play it on YouTube.
All right. So listen, right now, this is Bitchy McLean. You understand where we going right here, people. Everybody knows this one. I see you rocking over there.
Nah, I'm closing my eyes. We really about to leave the party for real.
You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. Reaching out to all the
It's
ladies.
not that I don't love you.
Love you.
Lick a slow I think. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
I'm out of my seat, y'all.
Boy, so that one.
And it's
not that I
All right. Big up yourself, one
Big
club.
up.
Bitchy
Okay.
Kelly, not
Okay.
gonna. Yes.
All right, next one.
That's one. Okay.
Next two.
All right.
I'll tell you right now, that they ain't going.
You gotta say.
Oh, that's
Kyrie,
not.
keep
oh,
it
Remember, you
Keep it
gotta say
going.
the name and the title.
I'm gonna give you the name.
You
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna lie, I
give.
just have to say that. That ain't going.
I'm gonna give you guys name and the titles. I promise.
Yeah,
you.
and then you gotta keep it short because then they will definitely cut it out.
I promise.
10 seconds or less.
All right. Number 2. All right. This one is by my you know what I mean, legendary Frankie Paul. All right.
All right, cut it. 10 seconds or less. Cut it.
10 seconds or less, for real?
Cut it.
All right. I'm allowed to talk over it, though. That's why we can do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to
Yeah.
say.
I'm good.
Cheech, you 2 for 2 right now. You about to make this real hard,
Baby,
huh?
I know what's going
going
on.
on?
Joe!
I ain't gonna like. I love y'all. I like this, but this can go for me.
All right.
Okay,
That's
that's
your
fair.
business. That's your
I will go
business.
next
Wait,
one.
keep it to yourself so you don't sway
Yeah,
the
don't-
decision.
don't-
Okay.
Yeah, wait,
Okay.
the whole
Danique will be
time.
giving me all the rules.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
damn.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's just
Gotta
too
chill,
strict over
sis.
here.
You gotta
It's fun over here. Don't do that.
It's strict.
Yo, all right.
I'm tired.
Hold on. We just bear with my fingers, people. We got you, though. Shut up, Bridget. I can see you.
Please don't talk to our executive producer like that.
All right. She tried to play me.
Apologize.
You should have had this in a playlist.
Shout out to Bridget, yo.
All right. Mr. Velvet himself. Mr. Velvet himself is here.
So far right
You know what I
now.
mean?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do to us? Right
You know what I mean? Well, this is Crotches Morning, everybody.
Mornings does not sound like Lovers Rock at all.
He's trying to make sure that we get banned from the
Crotches Morning
concerts or
sounds
whatever
fucking
All
we
right.
kick out.
You know what I mean?
Crotches Morning sound fucky, not Lovers Rock.
worrying about it.
I want him to stop saying that.
All right.
Yeah.
I like
That's
little
that.
fucky
That
fucky.
was what? Number 3?
Trey.
That was 4, no?
That was the third one.
Okay.
That was the third one.
Which one are we on? 4
We up to number 4.
Yeah, now this is the fourth
We're
one.
on number 4.
Benjamin
This is number
Franklin,
4.
Barris is never
So we're
leaving.
going to hit y'all with the boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, here we go. This is a good tune. It's going in. I'm just saying.
The
people.
yearning in the voice for me. You heard
Yeah.
that?
He's calling you home, like I said. Come home.
Bring real lovers back. Okay.
That's a
Bring
fact,
real lovers
sis.
back.
That's a fact, sis.
Don't come
I'm
in our
so tired of
DMs
what-
without action like this.
I'm so tired of what's left. Ugh. Ugh. Bring the real lover boys back. Bring the lover rock boys back.
Just call me silent.
My Instagram name. Okay.
All right.
Last one.
And
Last
last
one.
but not least, reaching out to all the ladies. You see it. Sorry. You know what I mean? We got to get rid of 2 people.
Getting
All right,
rid of
last
2
one,
is
last one, make it
ridiculous.
good.
All right. I got y'all. I promise.
I got my two already.
You know the vibes.
Come on.
Yo,
I already got my 2.
I already got my two. I got my 2. I got my 2.
Yo, this is Sanchez. Missing you.
Talk to you, but it's not the same.
Why you in the corner and mingles? Relax, drink.
Shout out to fucking Mingles in the Bronx.
In the Bronx. You know what I mean? Reaching out to all the
Okay,
ladies.
shout out to the Bronx. All right.
They got plenties in Flatbush.
You know what I mean? So with that being
Lovers
said,
Rock, actually.
2 has to go.
You need to go first.
Yeah.
Why do I have to go?
Because
it's
you
your
gave
game.
you gave us that spin. 5 difficult tracks. You
and
want
2
us
gotta
to
go.
You want
Yeah.
us to infinitely be banned from
Wasn't that
whatever
hard?
concert we choose that we got to kick out.
I don't think it's that hard.
I think it was that hard.
I try to make
So
it
what is
easy.
yours?
Go, go,
So there you
Cheech.
go. So it's not that hard.
You go first.
Yo, okay, I'll lie. I lied.
You're too
All
bright.
right, all right.
down
I will get rid of. I'm getting rid of.
Right, Tambosi.
I'm getting rid of. Barris.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
I need the mute
but I
button.
don't need
I
it.
need a mute button.
But I don't need it because there's many more that he has that's way better than that
Bridget, this is your
There's
husband.
way
The
better.
song.
Right,
All
well, I'm
got
not
you.
getting rid of the man,
the
just the
song.
song.
You
Y'all
gotta-
should
we
see
gotta
Bridget's
remember
voice
Just
that
to,
song.
right now.
just tempted to. I'm good on that one. I mean, he has way better songs than Tempted to Touch, and then I'm gonna get rid of. Nah, I really love that song.
You didn't think this through.
I did because I didn't think I was gonna be asked to participate. I thought I was giving y'all.
Oh, plot twist.
No, but I give y'all the thing. I don't have to.
No,
Your
whenever
time to shine.
we did this on the game, I did, and I always give you my answer.
I'm getting rid of Sanchez as well.
Wow, you actually are not on the pod anymore. How about that?
Actually,
can't judge
the
me.
funny thing about it, the
Nah,
game,
yeah, we're not gonna judge my brother.
the
Yeah.
I
game,
listen and I judge. I've always said that.
the game, Bun Off
We
was
listen.
grand opening, grand closing. We're done here. Thank you very much.
Nah, we ain't do that.
Nah, so
You can't do that.
Frankie Paul.
We gotta make it
and
interesting.
who was number 4 again?
Who's number 4 again?
Morgan Heritage.
Yeah, Morgan
see,
Heritage.
Frankie Paul and Morgan Heritage gone.
Yeah,
Bye.
gone.
I'm keeping
Bun Off.
Barris.
Bun
I'm
Off.
keeping
Is that 2 and
Benjamin.
4? Was
and I'm
that-
keeping
I agree.
Sanchez.
Bun
On
them
my
all.
life, gang. On
Sorry,
my
was that
life.
were those
On my life.
Bugging.
were those options songs number 2 and 4?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 2 and 4. Facts.
It's
Them
giving
shit's X'd out.
So y'all keep
it's
it.
giving a unanimous
Shout-
Bun Off.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that's it.
Frankie and number 4,
Morgan Heritage.
Morgan Heritage, but
I'm
Shout out to
Benjamin,
them. I hope they're doing well.
Barris,
Yeah.
Sanchez.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Bless.
Barris-
Y'all keeping Biddy McLean, of course.
Bitsy McLean.
Come on,
He has to
bro.
be kept.
That's what I
Barris,
mean. He's on my list.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I know who you meant.
Barris is always going to be on a list for me.
I know who you meant.
Wow.
Always, always.
brother.
There's better Barris songs.
But I
There
wanna-
is, but that doesn't mean that
Way
it's not.
better.
Listen to
I
me.
don't think the songs
The
on here
Barris
is better
song
than
is still
Barris
not
song,
better,
though.
better than 2 and 4.
Run it back again.
You
So you
said
can reignite the flame. Okay, run it back again.
nah. You said we're at it's
Like
the
this,
end.
yo, honestly, Sanchez is really just big and serious. He's the king of karaoke. This man has like one original.
Because he
Your
does a lot
song, you
of
said
he
eyes
do all of
closed, you swaying with your lover. Yeah, the party's about to end. This right, we need to be together, and it won't be long. And
It won't be long.
It
He's
won't be
telling
long,
me-
actually.
He's telling me. This man is telling me
Because
he's
if you keep
pressed.
singing like that, I'm gonna get out
Yeah.
this night tea real fast.
Okay, there's a lovers
is going.
rock spat happening right now. Because I'm telling you right now, if we're at the club and you telling me it's not going to take long to Siobhan's point, we need to leave now. What are we talking about right now?
We gotta go.
This is
All
where
right.
I give you the double tap on
Double
your
tap,
leg.
like, yo, we gotta go. All right.
Baby, because I'm just imagining his little nuzzle in your neck and you just sway. Yeah, we got
Play back the Barris tune one more
The
time.
night tea don't stand a chance.
Sure.
Nah, man.
This is where you grab your man
Hey,
hand,
yo.
you do the little 2 steps together, and then you get
This
close.
Barris
Music
is
sweet.
deep.
I'm not even gonna hold
That
y'all.
shit-
Everybody here was in Montego Bay, April 20th, 2024.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
This song was definitely
Bussin'.
playing
Yeah.
on the
Till I
exit.
run.
This
I was dancing with
That's what
him.
you do.
Yeah.
this song bodies that.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Well, this shit fire.
Nothing
know
is
what?
bad, but there's a body.
You know what? What you need to do is.
Okay.
Barris would never go back.
Okay.
Yo, y'all are wild and yo, Tempted to Touch is wicked, but it's not, yo, he has so much more.
But it's still
So-
not better than the others. So,
Wait
as we say
Wait a
that.
second. We might need a.
We gonna need-
Big
I can
up
do a
VP
I can do a
Records
I can
as
do a
a
Bun Off, I can do a
whole.
Bun Off Barris
Big
song.
Yo, we gotta do a Bun Off
What
Barris.
is-
I can do
what
a
is
Bun Off
that?
That's what
Barris.
we can
What
do.
is
But
Sam's option?
Not actually bunning off Barris. We
Wait,
got this
what's the
collection of
Those
songs.
are 2 she said
No,
she got rid of
I'm
2.
You're doing the same too.
unanimous.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
unanimous
Okay.
except for she.
Unanimous.
Oh, so you said the same thing.
So yeah,
Unanimous.
We touched and agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
As we wrap up this
Sorry.
podcast, we hope that Cheech will still be on it after this because he
Yeah.
might be unanimously
Yeah.
voted off the island.
I will never vote you off of this island.
I ain't going nowhere.
I will
I
never
don't
vote
need
you
it.
off the island.
We need that, bro.
But you know, thank you for joining us for
Next-
another episode.
Volume,
Volume.
junior tree. You know what I mean?
Well, we can use episode 2. We switch it up. All the names.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And
That's
then
all right. That's all right. We get divorced every time we play Uno anyway.
I ain't gonna lie. Monopoly Deal and Uno
Yeah.
is one of them games that
I
definitely
You got yeah.
make
I gotta
a
be
little
locked.
shaky in your shit.
I gotta be locked in with my man before we can play any
No,
other.
Word, you gotta
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. Especially bringing him around y'all playing it.
Yeah,
But-
he gonna be
Even
embarrassed.
even though
Cook
Cheech tried to
him.
close this out with us being divisive, I hope the love is still felt.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope everybody had a happy Love Month.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
A happy Black History Month.
Yes.
yes.
And we will see you.
Yo,
When we
anybody
slide-
who rates Morgan Heritage and Frankie Paul, y'all leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
Don't be
Leave in the
disrespecting
comments.
my
What's
youth.
y'all?
So that way
top
Cheech
five?
can form his
Or
new
two.
podcast with y'all.
Word.
Like,
Facts.
subscribe, follow
I'm
us,
done
do
with
all
them.
the things.
Ring the bell and notification.
And we will, we will see you upon IG. We'll see you upon YouTube. And
And we'll see you in a real life.
yeah,
Details
period.
coming soon.
Bob. Yeah.
No, you feel me?
Have a great day.
Oh.
Bye.
All. Oh.